Hello, hello, hello. The rewind.
Hey, everyone.
With the countdown and everything.
Yeah,
What's
love
up,
it.
everybody? Wow. That's basically our show. I think that should be it.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Good night.
Doing great. Welcome.
Take you to do that?
It took me, actually, I think you put up the countdown. So I kind of just MacGyvered that countdown, or maybe the countdown was it was always there, Vic.
Oh.
The countdown was always there. But we're going to let a few people, you know what? On the rewind, we're kind of a small, intimate group because this is your show, people. This is your show, R.G.A, to come on and sort of grieve any errands. Grieve any what, Aaron?
Air any grievances.
Air any grievances. Thank you very much for making me speak right.
Grieve any errances. That's going to be my new one now.
Yeah.
Air any grievances that you have. Damn. Well, that's why I have 13 other shows to be able to hype up and do. This is the one with you guys. You guys talk. You guys get on the R.G.A upper brass. Not all of the upper brass is representing today.
Birthday boy's missing.
Yeah, birthday and Federica. I think she's in the chat as well, but we're going to bring everybody on at one point. Hopefully, our birthday boy is representing in some way. There he is. Robby Miller's birthday is today, folks. So everybody wish Robby a happy birthday somewhere down the line. And if you feel like giving him a big gift, give him the gift of pity following. Follow him on Instagram right now. Give him a pity follow right now. But I'm sure you already do, because like I said, we're an intimate bunch here. You guys get to come on the show, talk about whatever you want to talk about. We get to talk about what we've been doing all week, and apparently I get to experiment with new overlays and intros and all that stuff that Vic usually does. So here you go. What's up, man? Who wants to take over? Somebody take over. Talk. Beasto photo.
How's everyone's week been? Let's start with that.
Vic.
Mine's been good. Been relaxed. Haven't had a lot of slaving work from Roxy. Just a little bit.
What was your highlight, Vic? Of all the slaving work that I make you do, which I don't feel I do. I mean, it's only because I put my stuff. I put myself under a lot. I did a lot of work myself. Trust me, I am so sick of my face right now, folks. I watched all the first cut. Per Anderson's doing the first cut of the System 12 guitar method, and we're just now in the beginning stages of editing. So I had to watch hours and hours of my silly face and voice and stuff, and there's still so much to go. But there you go. This
is what it's like when we're doing the stuff like the music videos and stuff. So like the Goon Squad, I must have honestly watched that song 300 times in the 12 hours I edited it. and yeah, it gets like that, doesn't it?
It does, man. It's fucking nuts, man. And it gets kind of but at the same time, I know it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a step up. This is such a step up, this whole thing. And obviously the Wacken Festival happened. That was good. Look at all this love for Robby. Look at Robbie's pulling a Woody Allen. Robby is pulling a total Woody Allen. He doesn't show up for his own party, and he's probably just sitting there. But he's probably glancing in on his iPhone a little bit, maybe. There's some love there.
The family a little bit.
You know what? I'd laugh. He probably isn't. I'd laugh if he isn't. He's just completely forgotten. Right.
But anyway, it's our very own Robby Miller's birthday today. Scotty Hagen. I can't call you Scotty Hagen because it's just Scotty Bellacci.
It's Bellacci.
Tommy Henriksen made you. He invented you as Bellacci, and you will always be Bellacci.
Yeah.
He reinvented you.
It's probably one of the first nicknames I actually approved of and said, "Yeah, sure, that's cool."
Because it's just so funny how Tommy Henriksen actually thought the name Bellyache was Bellacci. He thought you were Italian, some sort of Italian mobster record guy.
Right, and I'm a classic American mutt. I am French, Irish, German, Polish, and I don't think I have any Italian in me whatsoever. But I'll take it.
Would you like some?
No.
There you go. Heard that one before. That's perfect for following everybody in our audience. Pretty much the Roxie Guitar Army is all those nationalities that you said and more. So Wacken was killer, Andres. Thank you, Anders. That's a Swede, a fellow Swede. Donna Klingerman, what's up with your profile pic? You're looking a little nondescript.
A little round.
Yeah, A round face. That's good. Fuck, man. So what else happened this week? Well, Vic, you said it. We had a very good podcast with the Sobalizer. That was a
awesome.
good time.
Yeah,
you guys weren't in that room. Maybe you were in the chat, and I appreciate you guys coming in for the chat. But it was a good talk with Glenn, right?
Yeah.
Did he give you any information that you hadn't received before? I thought he was pretty forthcoming.
Oh,
what do you think, Dave?
A lot of great stories.
Did you get some sort of dirt?
I like the bit where he talked about the playing with all the other people he's played with. It was like it was cool to have those like stories, because you have to always wonder, like, if I was a fly on the wall in some of those instances, like what is it like? And he managed to kind of convey that to everyone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I actually give Glenn deserves a lot to give DJ Ashba, or DJ Slashba, as I like to call him, a lot more credit than he'll ever give me, because between DJ and Tommy, I called up Tommy halfway through the week. I said, you know what, Tommy, between you and DJ, you've given Glenn his entire career of all his bands, man. You've turned him on to every band. I didn't know that before. So DJ Ashba, congratulations. And there she is, Federica. She was the one that reminded me that perhaps DJ Ashba should come on the show as a guest on the Trenches. Because we were like, who was that guest we were talking about? And then, of course, the lady in red, 3 things that are red. Scotty, what 3 things besides your beard does Federica need to have in red?
Red kitchen.
Yeah.
Red guitar.
Nope. That's that.
Oh, is this an Italian thing?
It could be an idea. Okay. Go on.
I don't know. Red car, red Corvette. I don't know.
No.
Red Corvette. Dave knows.
The car must be blue.
Blue.
All right, Dave. What name something else, Dave, that she needs to have red. I know them, right? Ready? Because she reminded me. I think the chat already has it down. It's like Music Cribia. This is like a really low rent Music Cribia with cool 80s Tron graphics.
I like the graphics.
I just managed to pull my headset out there, so I completely missed whatever you just said.
All right. Well, we were speaking very highly of you, Dave.
But it'd have to be pretty low rent to be a low rent Music Cribia, put it that way.
We've got one thing that's red that Federica needs. What is the other 2? Come on, Vic. Between Vic and Dave. There you go. That's 2. And the last thing?
Carpet. Red carpet. Glamour.
No. It's very difficult, the third.
Cash money.
Is Italian money red?
Wallet. Red wallet. There it is.
Red
I got
purse.
that.
Okay.
Dude, is Mike Fasano in the house? Let's bring him in, man. Because you know what? There was an outcry. There was an outcry for Mike Fasano to be on In the Trenches. Hello, Mike Fasano. How you doing? If you guys haven't checked out Mike's Instagram, do it immediately. I think he's at Mike Fasano.
Not immediately.
Or just check out not immediately. Yeah, after the show. Thank you, Vic. All of a sudden, everybody stops watching.
The numbers have dropped. They're all Fasano's.
But Mike Fasano, drummer of Tiger Army, and of course, Dad's Porno Mag alumni. And I think he always touts himself as the 9th of 11 drummers of Warrant. So sounds like doesn't that sound like a cult? 9th of 11 drummers of Warrant Church.
It is.
I think when you're at that point, when you're at that point, it's like, do they have a rota? Do they kind of go, right, well, you take this year, and then like, oh, well, I did last year, so it's not my turn for a while, you know?
That's what this year was about. That song I wrote on, this year.
I'll drum for Warren.
There it is. Look at Vic's making all the calls. Officer B is in the house as well. She's an honorary member of the upper
And
brass.
she's not for sale.
Yeah.
She's not
No,
for
not for
sale.
sale.
Hello, Officer B. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good. How are you? I'm not driving this time, so that's always good.
Welcome to the rewrite. And yeah, you're not. Well, you're still packing. She's always packing.
I'm not. In fact, not in the house.
There's a gun somewhere. There's a loaded gun somewhere in the house.
There's a couple.
There should be.
No, there's
There
not.
you go.
It's not in a safe.
It's not in the safe.
No.
This
The
took a
house,
turn.
I'd say on this screen, there's 2 people that have loaded firearms in their house. And I know, I can tell which ones they are. They're in the corners. Can I narrow that down?
Is that including you?
No, it doesn't include me. You know me. I'm not a gun guy. Pepper
see, for
spray.
me-
I'm all about the pepper spray.
Scotty doesn't strike me as a gun guy, but he does live in Detroit, so it could go either way.
I think you're born with a gun in Detroit, aren't you?
Yeah,
Scott?
exactly.
No,
You're
luckily,
handed it.
I was born up north, so it's a much larger gun, I guess. The northern people like to hunt up there.
And
I
you-
don't.
See, I live in England where it's knives, so
Yeah. Was it was guns for show, knives for a pro? Isn't that it from Lock,
it's-
Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? Yeah, that's what
I
it is.
think a lot of it is we can't get guns, whereas you can't not have knives.
Vic, can you roll that clip of Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrels right now?
1 second.
Don't do it. Hey,
There
look
we
at
go.
that, baby.
It is.
Look at that. That's our official sponsor. You know what? That's such news. We didn't do this last week because you know why? Let's recap. That's what the rewind is all about. It's about the recap. A week
You were too
ago,
tired?
I was exhausted. Marilyn, who spells her name Marilyn, which is I find very, very odd. But Marilyn, I drove back with her from the gig because she came. Marilyn Crucified. You guys all know Marilyn Crucified. If you don't know her now, you sure will know her in your inbox pretty soon in the next couple months, I think. And we drove together from the gig that I did last week. And I don't know if anybody saw that post. Amazing crowd. Wow. What an amazing. Did you hear the sound of that crowd? It sounded like a Detroit Rock City Kiss Alive 1 crowd, didn't it, Scotty?
Right.
Like the crowd noise could have almost come off of Kiss Alive 1.
Right.
It could, almost.
You know the secret about Kiss Alive?
What is that?
The photo was from Detroit. The recording's from Cleveland.
Yeah,
Or
didn't
something like
they
that.
overdub like nearly all of it anyway?
Yeah, as far as I know, most of it was done out of state.
Same thing with Frampton Comes Alive. That really wasn't a total live album. Most of the stuff they kind of re-recorded in the studio. Apparently, urban, allegedly.
You've been looking up a lot of Frampton stuff?
I have been. You know what? Maybe you should have. Honestly, if we're going to have Dream Guitar Heroes on the trenches, don't you think? If we're having Rick Nielsen on next Tuesday, maybe in the future you can just put it out there to the world. We have little Frampton.
Did you read the story about how Peter Frampton was reunited with the Black Les Paul Custom? I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should go into it in case we ever do get him on the trenches. It's a great thing to ask. But it's
then let's not talk about it.
It's an incredible story.
Let's leave that on the dark web. Just leave those type of stories on the dark web. If it was, I'm sure. Who's the guy that bought my V? He would have. You guys were just saying you guys have competitions about. He bought my silver Flying V.
You're talking about the Catman.
Yeah, the Catman.
The Catman. He posted a thing earlier on. I think it was on Brandon's thing about the silver Flying V.
Do you think that that Black Les Paul ever passed through his hands at one point? Was he like one of the middlemen? I'm just putting it out there. That might be, But we're getting way into conspiracy theories right now.
It is interesting. You do hear about certain guitars passing through certain collectors' hands. Like I saw one guy commented on a post, a UK dealer commented on a post saying, I was involved in the trade when Kirk Hammett bought the Peter Green Les Paul from the collector who owned it after Gary Moore died. And it's like, how many people were involved? What did you do? Did you make a phone call? But he had to have his little piece of that story. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He had to have his little piece of it passed through him at one point. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. Here's a story that not a lot of people hear about. And Robby Miller definitely didn't ask me when he interviewed me on my podcast. So, way to go, Robby. You missed a big scoop. There it is. Happy birthday, Robby, by the way. But the Les Paul I talk about is my first girlfriend, the gold Les Paul. It's a Les Paul. It's a gold top. It's all checked. It's all really, really sort of relicked before relicking was actually a thing. It's just naturally relicked.
Just beat up.
Well, it got relicked because I was just an idiot. When I was in Electric Angels and we played our way from Los Angeles to New York, we put all our stuff in the back of a van, and the guitars were put in a U-Haul that was in, that like one of those little trailers that was following the van. So that was hooked onto the van. So we'd play these really cold. We'd be driving through like cold ass places, like friggin' Arkansas, for instance. And that's where I discovered black ice as well. But anyway, we get into the club, and before anybody would actually, let the guitars warm up from the back of this freezing U-Haul trailer, we just open up the cases and usually be late for sound check or play. And so a couple times I kept opening it up. I'm like, man, it looks more cracked. What's happening to the guitar? And then that's what was happening. It was just too much of a temperature switch. So that's the reason how old Goldie got messed up.
Natural relicking.
Natural relicking, baby.
Yes.
That's what you hear on the rewind.
I've always found it fascinating the way that the so for anyone watching, what Roxie's talking about is when you bring a guitar from cold to hot or hot to cold, the wood being wood expands or contracts. The finish doesn't. So if the wood suddenly contracts, then it puts strain on the lacquer, and then when you warm it back up, it suddenly expands and then cracks the lacquer. And
that's called checking.
Yeah, and it makes a check. And I was saying to Robert, who works at the finishing department at Custom Shop,
you brought him on Friday. We had Robert had a custom shop view of Free Riff Friday. That was pretty. That was pretty exclusive. Yeah. Was able to see the custom shop. But what did Robert say?
So he was saying that like the way they were doing the finishes on the year minors, he says it's not going to crack for a long time. And I'm like, damn it. Because I'm never going to do it on purpose, but there's that little bit of me just waiting for it to happen naturally.
Mine's done way too much. Now I don't think you could ever check a guitar that much. I've seen a few of them. It's so nice though the way it is. And another thing is the gold paint, because it had copper in it. It turned green around the edges.
It always turns green where your arm is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that why you wear the wristband on your arm? Is that to protect your guitar? Was that
That's a really good point, Vic. It has nothing to do with
it. Actually,
is Bjorn Borg. Bjorn Borg actually is the reason why I wear a red, white, and blue wristband or a head, because and it's oddly enough, Bjorn Borg was Swedish, but for some reason I remember as a kid seeing a picture of him wearing a red, white, and blue sort of headband, and I thought that was super cool. And then the Harlem Globetrotters as well. They used to wear these red, white, and blue wristbands. So that's the reason.
I noticed the resemblance with you and Metal Arc Lemon.
I always related a little bit more to Curly, but thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
I tell you what,
Dave wanted to say something important. Yes.
You see, what you've done there is you've set me up for the fall in advance. So now whatever I say, But no, Vic, I used to wear one when I used to gig, and it wasn't to protect the guitar; it was to protect my arm, because I did acoustic, and I'd really play, especially on the more sort of party songs. I ended up with like a permanent groove in my arm, like a graze that wouldn't heal. So eventually I started wearing a bandana around there so it didn't rub against the guitar. The guitar's fine.
But Dave never wore it because of Bjorn Borg or Metal Arc Lemon. He wore it because of Ryan Ross.
Yeah, I probably wasn't. I probably wasn't born back then, so
You don't even know who Metal Arc Lemon is, do you?
No,
dude. Never forget, Mike Vazana knows who Metal Arc Lemon is. Let's bring on Pink Sock, buddy. I see Pink Socks in there. Bellen's in here. Hey, Bellen, she's on mute, and that's the top of her head. Hey, everybody, check Bellen for lights.
Hey, Mike.
What are you doing? Hello. You have to unmute yourself, though. There you go. How are you doing, Bellen? Always a good talk. So anyway,
she talks too much.
I feel like I'm on the Pink Sock podcast right there. There's so much talking. No, man.
How you guys doing?
What's up, Mike?
Hey.
Oh, not a whole lot.
Yeah, someone's got some echo going on. Maybe you might have to mute Bell in there, or someone's got not their headphones in. It's okay. But hey, Mike, for those of you that are all in the chat, thank you very much for that lovely post of the heart and thanking the Roxie Guitar Army. That was all about him right there. And then it got reshared and reposted all around. Thanks to Federica, Officer B, everybody that's in the chat room. Thank you for that very much. That was very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. Thank you for all the shout outs and stuff for the podcast. I appreciate it.
How's it going in there, man? You look like, are you in the studio right now?
Yeah, this is actually
Wait.
where we do it.
Now, are you going to be announcing this new time or date, or are you going to be are you going to announce a special announcement, or do you want to debut it here, or when can we see the Pink Sock podcast next time?
The Pink Sock podcast next time, it's still going to be on Saturdays. We're going to announce in the next couple weeks that we're moving it to Mondays because my buddy and the co-host started a new job. So he has to do it on Mondays now.
Just so you know, you just announced it. So it was an exclusive here on Roxie Rewind. Thank you very much, Pink Sock. We got the exclusive.
Also, we are now on Patreon. So
nice, man. Damn.
Moving up in the world.
There's a lot of folks on Patreon right now.
Right.
I see the Nita Strauss is on there, and I see a bunch of people are on the old Patreon. We're just trying to fulfill all the Kickstarter orders right now, aren't we, boys?
You guys are staying busy.
Oh, it's going to be busy. These next couple months is going to be busy, but it's good. It's going to be all good. Hey, Lynn, thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for all your comments. This is the Roxie Rewind. I know a lot of times on Tuesdays I don't have a chance to bring you on the show because of the guests that we have, and we just get enthralled with them. We try to put as many comments on as we can, but this is the day where we get to get you on the show and, grieve any errances, as I like to say. If you'd like to air any grievances. Pink Sock, is there any grievances you would like to air right now?
Where is the birthday boy at? Where is Robby Miller?
Right. I know. He's pulling a Woody Allen. There, he's right there. There's everybody. There's Robby Miller.
I don't think you should say that. That would be taken the wrong way.
That means
that's right. I told that. You know what, Vic? I didn't even think of that. He's pulling a Bill Cosby.
What? He wants to buy you a drink.
He's pulling Weinstein.
Wow.
Yeah, it just got topical. It just got topical.
He's going to really appreciate that for his birthday.
You know what? This is the look that he would give me anyway. He always has that blank stare he gives me.
With no eyes. There's no...
Yeah, but that's not unique to him. You get a lot of blank stares off of all of us.
This is the inspiration behind the Billy Idol song, Eyes Without a Face. Or is it Face Without an Eye?
That's Face Without Eyes, yeah.
Leave it to Robby Miller to do a reverse Billy Idol song. Face without the eyes.
He should do an alternative pick that has eyes and a mouth and nothing else.
That's it. Huh?
You know,
Robby's not showing up though. Bianchi even says happy birthday, but he's not even showing up to his own party. But I'll show up.
Great,
I'll have a glass of champagne if you want. I'll celebrate with a glass of everybody. Champagne for the whole chat room. Everybody.
What I would love if I was Robby is we're 25 minutes in. He's had a lot of airtime and he hasn't even had to show up. That's the dream. That is, have other people do the work for you.
Sounds like another show that's on the air that apparently I'm never there and never watched, but people talk about me all the time, so it's all good. I get that. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, Bellin, you've been talking way too much. Do you have any grievances to air? Are you okay? Is everything going good with you? This is your moment.
Center
Spoken
stage.
word. Oh man, I think it's the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, my internet is not working very well today, so first time I do this, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're just happy that you're. You know what? We're happy that you're here to fill one of the boxes.
There you go.
Federica, can you tell me? You guys are both Italian, aren't you? Explain to me what she's saying. Aren't you both Italian?
She's
No?
not
Are you
speaking
Italian?
Italian. She's just bad Wi-Fi.
She got the better Wi-Fi.
Oh, we're all thinking it. And Vic says it. It's like
So,
I was thinking it too, halfway through my sentence, but I didn't want to,
since Robby Miller can't be here, we should get the Australian Robby Miller to replace him.
Who's that?
There's
that's right.
another Robby Miller, but it's spelled IE, and he's from Australia.
And he's a singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Robbie told me about that.
Yeah, and he plays a similar genre. He just don't have the pop style. He just plays rock.
I was going to go, is Kitty Oates the Australian Robby Miller from now on? There you go. Kitty Oates has to be on right now, right? She's definitely up. Come on, Kitty, are you in the chat? Maybe she isn't. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Fasano on here, because I want to see. Everybody wants to talk about Mike Fasano and his appearance on In the Trenches. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be a very exciting next couple weeks within the trenches. Vic, do you want to tell us about who's coming on in the next couple episodes?
Well, everybody's excited about Rick Nielsen this week. That's going to be
definitely.
amazing.
Do you guys want to hear?
Way out about it.
Should we actually play a little clip of how I was talking? It'll do a lot of things. It'll actually suffice. It will make Robby Miller have an appearance, and because it was taken from the interview that Robbie did with me on In the Trenches, where I talk about the first time I ever heard Cheap Trick, and this is to hype up and Federica put this together right before the show, so thank you very much about that. And this is to hype up next Tuesday's live stream with Rick Nielsen. If you don't know about this, Rick Nielsen, the guitarist of Cheap Trick, will be on In the Trenches the coming Tuesday.
Obviously, Cheap Trick for me, they were my Beatles, and I had, even though I'd been grown up listening to the Beatles, Cheap Trick was the next thing, the next evolution of the Beatles in my mind. So that first time, because we used to travel down to Southern California to visit my family. My mom and I would drive down the Highway 5 to see our family. Most of her family, I guess, would be down in Southern California. I went to a party, and Cheap Trick at Budokan was playing at that party. Not the actual Cheap Trick, but the album, the vinyl album. And I remember sitting next to that vinyl player the entire night. I didn't socialize with one person. I was social distancing way before it was even a thing. Yeah. And I distanced myself with a record player. And every time side A would and I'd flip it over to side B and so on and so forth. So I would go through the entire album, and it was great. So that was and then when I came back up to Northern California, I immediately bought all the Cheap Trick records. Of course, the album Heaven Tonight had a poster in it, so I hung that on my wall. My mom was always really cool about letting me put posters on my wall and sort of making my room my world, because my room basically became my world.
And there you go.
Like how Robbie said so much.
He gave me the freedom. He really gives you the space. Unlike me and my podcast, where it's, hey, me, more about me. Robbie really gave me some space right there. Vic, let me ask you something. Did you put that video clip on? Did you press on, or did I give myself the hook? Because I think I was talking, and then my finger kind of mistakenly pushed. I gave myself the hook.
I didn't touch it.
I just gave myself the hook. I love it. All right. Well, there it is. Robby Miller. That was Robby Miller saying yeah and yes.
And nodding.
That was Robby Miller, but that wasn't Robby Miller.
It wasn't.
It's not the Australian Robby Miller. No, you're right. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. The Australian Robby Miller is here. There you go.
It's Robby Miller.
There it is, Australian Robby Miller. Hey, what's happening down there? Everything okay?
Yeah, it's great down here. It's freezing.
You know what?
Looking for me.
Oh, we're just saying hello. We're just saying hello. You know, we appreciate. There it is, the Catman. The Catman's, his story is the 4th of July, 79. He hitchhiked to Rockford, Illinois, which is where Cheap Trick is from. They received the key to the city. AC/DC was there with Bon Scott. Okay, Catman, you are going to have to give us some questions for next Tuesday's podcast with Rick Nielsen. I'm actually going to put an Insta story out. If you have any questions for Mr. Rick Nielsen, please respond to that Insta story. But thanks for showing up, Kitty. Thanks for coming out to the old party.
No worries. I've just been waking up.
All right. Well, I'm going to stick you backstage real quick, because you know what? Hold on. I'm going to stick you backstage real quick and bring McCartney up. All right?
No worries.
Hang out. All right.
Yeah. All right.
See ya.
You woke her up.
I know. I'm sorry.
It was the spider sense. She must have heard a name.
Hi.
There she is. Lily McCartney, how you doing? We missed you last couple weeks. Where you been? You've been playing gigs, haven't you?
No, but we have our first show next Saturday. So if anyone's in Germany, come to our show. It's Saturday.
Where's it at?
Route 2114, Bad Kürzding. I don't know, probably nobody knows Bad Kürzding, but
Just on the corner there?
pretty much it's right next to the road. We'll play next to
Right,
the road.
yeah. I know that one, yeah.
Fucking Vic's on fire today. You know, Lily, why do you speak with a German accent and your dad? I was expecting a different accent.
He sounds like
I mean, he does sound British, but I didn't know the inflections, I guess, you know? I was always, from so many years, now the
It's
mystery's
probably
clear.
because I'm in Germany so much.
Probably. right off the road, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
My dad says hi, by the way, and he always tells me so much stuff I'm supposed to tell you, and I always forget.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that. Well,
I'm
you know
also,
what?
He invites you over, so if you want to come to Germany, he told me you should visit us.
I'm sure he has a place in Germany. He probably has a place in the States. He probably has places all over the place. I mean, yeah. All right. Well, cool, man. Have a great gig on Saturday, man. You're probably one of the only people playing gigs out there right now. I mean, I got to play an acoustic show. Is it with the whole band next week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, is it a club? What are the rules in Germany now? Like 50 people and below, or do you just crowd as many people?
I've actually been told it's up to 400 people now if it's outside.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that's true, because last time they said 100, but somebody said it's 400, and it will be more than 100 people there, I'm sure, because I was at the show there last week and I saw a band there and it was more than 100 people.
Wow. Wasn't Germany where they did that experiment this week where they held a gig where someone was infected with COVID just to see how it spreads? Like for real, it was a real study.
I heard about that. Wow. Again, I was on the dark web a lot this week. Did that happen or not? Can you confirm that? Can we have your father confirm it?
Were you there?
Could you imagine if Paul did have a German accent?
You never know. He spent a lot of time in Hamburg. He did, right?
It'd be "She Loves You, Ya Ya Ya" then, wouldn't it?
They have a German version of "She Loves You." The Beatles have a German version of "She Loves
You."
Oh
wow! Yeah. How does it go?
It sounds kind of cool. Also, "I Wanna Hold Your Hand." There's also a German version of that.
That's right.
Sing a couple.
Can you sing it for us right now? Can you get the bass? Do you have the bass in your room at least? Do you have your dad's bass right there, or is it your bass?
No. I don't even have a bass in here right now. It's all in our rehearsal studio.
Paul's got it.
I see a picture of him on the upper right. Look at it's almost like he's looking down upon us, giving us. Look at them. He's all over the place, man. How come you never shoot in front of the wall that has my picture on it, Lily? You never.
Because there's so much stuff lying around in the front of the room. There's like 100 flying spoon shirts. If somebody wants a shirt, it's all that flying spoon stuff is lying around over there, so there's no space for me to.
Officer B always has nice pictures of me in the background. I think that's me in one of those, one or two of those. Scotty Bellacci has nice pictures of me sometimes. You know, like right now. There you go. I'm the one on the left. Yeah. Or Bisto Blanco he has. Yeah.
Federock's got one.
Federock's got one up there. I love it. But you know what? We were talking about that everybody wants that record player, that vinyl player. Everybody wants that one. Love it.
Famous turntable.
There's a Pioneer, it looks like.
Yeah, it was of my father, and my mother, after he went away, didn't use it, so I decided to bring it home, and I love it. I use it very much, also because my father was a music lover, and used to love rock and roll, Elton John, and we have a lot of LP. So I love playing the turntable.
I love it. So hey, Is Mike Fasano giving us the shun, or is our studio too full?
Yeah.
Okay, Vic, I'm gonna have to. You say goodbye to a couple people. Vic, you're gonna be discretionary with who you give the hook, but I always appreciate you guys coming into the studio. But I do want to see if Mike Fasano wants to come on and just say a quick hello, because we haven't talked in a while. We really haven't. He's a friend of the show, family of the show. But any more grievances to air on the screen? Lily, is everything good? You got the gig on set next Saturday. We're all going to root for you. Put up some posts about it. Anything else? Good, bad?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I'm great.
Well, thanks for being on as always. All right. Yes. There he is, Lily McCartney. All right. And Officer B, anything to grieve besides?
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Stop calling 911 for people not social distancing. I'm getting tired of that.
Oh my God. Is it really like that?
Yes. Every day.
And so there's people calling your so they don't wear masks. I heard there's a huge like non-mask wearing, mask wearing sort of two factions, and they're
the mask debate.
The mask debate.
The mask debate, yeah.
We get called for people not wearing masks. We get people refusing to leave, get into arguments with employees. And
are they mask debating in public?
We've had that too, yes.
Vic's on fire. Vic is the comedian today. Love it.
Yeah.
We should have had the Black Masquerade on to like comment on this. Did you see the post?
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I thought it was Tommy at first.
Nita Strauss. She literally she messaged me. She DM'd me. Is that considered a humble brag? I think it is a humble brag. But she did DM me, and she goes I'm dying. I thought for sure that was Tommy, that he just looked a little bit strange and stuff, and then I did a double take because I put Disvicious' little tag right there to it, and I think there was a few people that might have thought that the Black Masquerade was Tommy. I think he's actually accomplishing his goal, which is total transformation.
Oh.
There's transgender. There's all these new things. There's like transvicious. He's transvicious. he's transitioning into disvicious. That makes total sense, doesn't it? Who's going to be the first trans Roxy? Come on, anybody? No.
Vic, can you just put up that animation of a tumbleweed? Like,
I've got animation. You want animation? Here's some animation there, folks. There it is. Yeah. It covers up Dave. Rick Nielsen next Tuesday in the trenches. I love it. Very well. All right.
Anything else, Officer B?
No, that's it.
Stay safe.
Thanks.
All right. Have a good one, Officer B. Be good. Keep practicing. Yeah. We actually, you know what? How's it been, by the way, on the old secret Facebook channel, Area 77?
Oh, good. There's loads of people posting their playing at the moment, and it's really cool to see everyone else like showing off how far they're coming. Was it Annalise posted a great video of her playing "Want You to Want Me" that everyone's digging. I think it's Annalise.
Video.
Yeah, Lily put a video up. That was cool.
Good.
Yeah, I have Adele Cooper videos were very cool. Sorry.
The rewind. We're forgetting stuff that happened on the rewind. We had the fucking face filter out this week. That was like a huge thing. That happened this week, and I put that out on the Facebook Area 77 secret. We don't still have a name on it, but did everyone do it? I know that Franzi did it. What guitar were you, Franzi?
I was. Wait, let me. I did it a couple times actually. I didn't post all of them, so I was a couple of things. But I'm gonna do at some point. I'm gonna do the sort of what's it called? The flash sort of thing. Like
you said, I'm gonna show up at a show like that. Yeah. Here's a little trick, and it could be subliminal advertising, but the people that made the MAPIEC, the AR, augmented reality people that designed it, if you guys look closely on that little lightning bolt, it's actually a 7-7 above your eyes. Did anyone catch that? Federica caught it.
I did after you told me.
Yeah. Well, that's not really catching it, is it? That's literally just noticing.
Dave's on top of things.
Again, Bellin, does she have lice? Is Chuck
She's
Bellin
back.
for lice? But the top of we're always checking out the top of Bellin's head. All right, cool. All right. No
Maybe
lice
she wants
there.
to show off that she has no roots, no outgrowing hair.
Dude, you don't want me to do that. Oh my god, that would be bad. man.
I keep it up. I keep it up. I can't pass a mirror if I don't do it, because I might just have to put black sheets over the mirror if I just have like this much blonde coming out. There's no way that's happening.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I see. We should get some black hair dye, wig.
I've actually started getting grey in mine, so I'm going to start dyeing mine black again.
Those are called perks of working with Ryan Roxie.
Premature gray.
Premature gray.
I think I'm going bald.
You know what?
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Hey, Mike, aka
Yes.
Pink Sock, is your hair naturally straight and you just curl it? Or
No.
because we always want what we all, it's like Franzi has blonde hair, but she dyes it black. I want I don't know what I just want hair, and it just keeps going.
I can give you
back
some of
and back.
mine. I can give you some of mine.
I'll take some.
Mike's like
I'll
a
trade you
Wookiee.
my kidney. I think I have a good kidney.
My hair grows completely straight, like absolutely completely straight.
Wow.
And this is when I was 15.
Wow, look at you, Dave Grohl obsession. Much. Look at that.
That song wasn't out then.
Oh my god!
You should have written it.
I should have written it. Yeah. I wish I had written it. I wouldn't have to be doing this.
Have to? Have to?
I wish my hair was straight, but no, it just.
Well, someone's got to be the Robby Miller of this show, so I thought I'd be me today.
And Scotty, you're completely happy as a ginger.
Yeah, I guess it works for me.
All right, cool. Is it true what they say about the gingers?
They have no soul?
Get-ahead temper?
They have no soul? Who said that?
I've heard that.
That was tough.
Hey, Scotty.
I used to hear that the Brits hated the gingers.
You know what? Just the term ginger does sound disparaging. Doesn't it sound a little bit like it's a disparaging term? Is it considered disparaging? Let's ask a Brit. Vic?
Yeah.
It will be eventually.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, do you remember when we did on the Lost Angels, we were doing Spotify Roulette?
And I played that song, yes. Who is that?
Tim Minchin song. It's Tim Minchin. He's an Australian piano player / comedian. And he does a song called Prejudice. And he talks about there being a couple of G's, an I and an E, an N and an R. And you really think it's going one way. And then the whole song is about being ginger and the prejudice he's faced. And look it up. It's called Prejudice by Tim
What?
Minchin.
I'll put it up on as a story, or I'll put it up. It is a really funny song, but
really clever too.
It's great that you mentioned that.
It's the hard-hitting journalism we do on the Rewind, baby. It's all this crazy ass. It's so hard-hitting, isn't it? Just getting. I feel like a CNN panel or Fox News panel, like. Everyone's
Well, you definitely got at least one rent-a-mouth here, so.
It's more put together than some shows, though.
Ah, look at that. That's a side. That's a side jab. Little side jab right there. Hey, Franzi, any
until then.
any grievances to air, Franzi? Are you all doing good?
No, it's fine. Just casually doing trips to IKEA. Just sort of getting. I would say getting used to this thing, but actually, I think I have, and that's the worst actually, because you're sort of, this is the new normal.
I know, isn't it?
And
weird?
That's.
But you've done all the. It looks like you've done so many home projects. Look, like for Franzi, go full screen again. You can see that she's basically Tim Burtoned out her room.
Pretty much.
Or Nikki Sixx Theater of Pain pants. or Alice Cooper.
Everything's stripes. Yeah, I'm sort of going into the DIY. Like I've stitched like sort of little metal chains on a denim jacket, a huge one. So that was 25 meters, which I think is about 25 yards, I think, in American. And
Yeah, it's about that. No, a meter is a little bit more or less than a yard, I believe.
yeah, sort of around that. And I've sort of cut all of these and sewn every single one of them piece by piece onto the jacket. And now sort of making, cutting up my band shirts and making a neck holder sort of thing out of it. So let's see how that goes.
Why not start a new business? You know what? You should have a show about it. Go on. You know, put a podcast on about it. We're all just doing it now. Everybody should have a podcast. Belen and her frozen face should have a. Oh, she's not frozen. Okay, I thought you were frozen there for a second. There. It's all good. But thank you guys for coming on. What did you guys think about this? I'll put something up and everyone can discuss. There you go. What did everyone think about that?
That was cool.
Awesome. Was it? Was it though? Ever get the feeling you've been cheated? You got
all
two
right,
new
fine.
songs.
It wasn't then. Whatever.
Okay, well, I just
because it wasn't new footage.
I just wanted some honesty. I don't know how did everyone feel about it. I want to hear from the people that were you got two new things, kind of new. You knew both those songs actually, unless you haven't heard of "School's Out." It is one of the songs that we play in the Alice Cooper repertoire, and also his newest song called "Don't Give Up." But then there was a little bit of a throwback for 50 minutes, and that was from 2013. And just so you know, Tommy Hendrickson and I had the most wonderful time texting each other back and forth during that whole friggin' performance, going off. We were going off on each other. Everyone, I was telling Tommy that, like, because right out of the gate, Orianthi was playing guitar, so it was like it wasn't the current lineup. So I was like, oh my god, the fans are going to think that maybe there's what is this? But it was cool to see Ori on stage and stuff. It was, and it brought back some good memories. But then Tommy's haircuts, the 1,000 haircuts of Tommy Hendrickson. I was like, dude, people watching at home that have just discovered the Alice Cooper band in the last few years are going to think that all entire stage left has been replaced. Because between Tommy and his deodorant haircut, and then hey, what's up, Chris Vickery? How you doing, dude? What did you think about it? What did you think about the old Wacken Festival? Didn't watch it, did you? Hey.
Well, can you hear me?
Oh yeah. There you go. We've been here. I don't know what.
Let me backstage.
But the thing is, no, you're not backstage. You're on stage.
Hey,
you're
I
on the
hear you
screen.
now, Ryan.
Okay, good. This is all good.
See, I'm on the boat on the Mississippi River right below St. Louis.
That's
well,
awesome.
Cool, man. That goes exactly with what we're talking about.
That answers the question.
Yes, Mike. Mississippi is the answer.
Next up, Wacken Cruise.
But the thing is, that director of we're talking about the Wacken Festival, by the way, Chris. Yeah, it's okay. I know you can't hear.
I'm going to have to change headsets or something. I'm not hearing everybody.
All right, we'll have it. That was Chris Vickery on live on the Mississippi. I love it. The thing is, whoever was directing this 2013 Wacken Festival had a unique talent for not getting the camera on any of the guitar solos. Like not a single one. Like whenever it would be like Orianthi playing a guitar solo, they'd show Tommy pogoing. Whenever it would be my guitar solo, they'd show Tommy pogoing. And whenever Tommy would be having a guitar solo, well, he didn't have guitar solos back in that tour. So, he's got guitar solos now. That's the big news out of that one. But I said Tommy got a lot of good camera time on that one. So, hey, Troy Brewer, thank you, man. Well, I'm glad that you liked the video, and we do need an album with all of us, guys. Yes. We've just been commissioned right now. The 8 of us, including the Ubellin, we're all going to make a record for $5.
Top dollar.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think that's dollars.
You can't even get ice cream each one for $5.
No. I can go to McDonald's.
Catman grew up on the Mississippi River as well. Oh man, I dig this Tron vibe, dude. You got going. I really feel like we're part of an '80s video game with a rewind.
That was
Love
the
it.
plan.
Love it. Well, guys, any grievances to air? No. Everyone seems to be quite content, man.
I aired them on the last episode with Taco Bell.
Yeah, you did.
You
we
did,
got,
yeah.
we got through that. We came through it together, and there were so many other, things that
And
happened
then
between there.
Everybody had to go get Taco Bell that next week and send me photos of it.
Did you
I had
get dog
tacos.
photos, Vic?
Of course.
By the way, where is Stanley? Is Stanley going to make an appearance
No,
on
he
this
left.
one?
He got tired of
Waiting backstage.
He's kind of a diva.
Yeah, I know. Well, I love Chris. Chris is just hanging out backstage. Me and Vic can see him, but Chris, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't get you on because there you go. Hey, buddy.
okay.
You back?
Yeah, I'm
Now
back.
you can hear us.
Yeah, I got
Okay. What's happened?
switch headphones.
All right. Good. You still
You
on the
gotta rotate
Mississippi?
your camera, Chris.
If I can figure out how.
You just do this.
By the way, do you guys check out my guy Andrew Schultz? That I put up his posts whenever he does. He does a weekly post, and
he's hilarious.
Dude, he's really good. You got to check out him if you haven't. I think he's still on my Insta stories. He does a weekly rant on something, and he's definitely one of the most up and coming guys. So check it out if you get a chance, man. I love it.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love his stuff. He's
You
good.
do, right? He's good. Would you have him on the podcast, Mike, if you had a chance?
I'll bring anybody on that will get me subs. I don't care.
At least you're honest about it.
It's the Anyone That'll Get Me Subs podcast with AKA Pink
No, that's
Sock.
my other one. That's my other one.
I have a podcast where I ask people to get me subs, but I mean like the sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You'd have a hard time being endorsed by
Taco Bell.
There you go.
yeah, I should be endorsed by Subway though. The amount I eat.
You should be endorsed by Coke, Diet Coke.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that caffeine free?
No, today I'm on the caffeine. I'm treating myself today.
Can't you tell?
Why is it always empty? It's always kind of empty. Your Diet Coke.
Because I drink it.
I was asking for some champagne because I wanted to have a toast, and then Bianca doesn't want to bring one out. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna mute my mic. You guys take over the show real quick. I'm gonna go get a glass of champagne so we can toast Mike or Robbie. Mike Pisano, if you're still in there, we'd love to have you on the show, but we are kind of a full house right now, aren't we? We're full on Brady Bunch at this point. Look at this.
Everywhere you look, everywhere.
A very dysfunctional Brady Bunch.
Horrible.
Well, I'm letting you guys take over the show. Roxy's leaving on Roxy Rewind for 1 second to go get some champagne, or try to. I'll be right
The
back.
numbers are going to begin plummeting.
I think if Roxy does that, he should send all of us some champagne, actually. Isn't that fair?
I just have coffee because it's just now noon.
I will accept payment in Diet Coke because Diet Coke's the best thing to drink.
So, Dave, do you ever throw away your bottles, or do you just have like a mountain next to you?
Well, no. Do you know what? There was the same bottle, and I would just keep it there for product placement. But no, I do. Yeah.
You got to do the Wayne's World sort of thing, like where you're like, no, I do not.
Yeah, I like the bit where Garth's got his feet up and he's wearing the hat and all that. He's like, I think it's the worst kind of thing to do ever.
You should do that.
Hey, man.
If you want to talk trash about Roxy, now's the time. Wow.
The numbers went up, actually. So maybe that's a bummer.
Well, we know what'll happen. Oh, there we go. Now it's a better show.
Hey. So here's the thing. Sorry about my internet, but it was amazing to see you and talk with you all. Sorry about my internet, but it was amazing to see you and talk with you all. I would love to do this again. I would love to do this again. Those are all messages from Belen right there. So there she is. But she is talking. Thank you. That was in the private chat right there. So thank you very much. Good to see you as always.
Something that came up this week, Ryan, I wanted to ask you about. So
what is it?
I can't remember. I think it was in the post you put up about the Kiss tribute T-shirt, which only certain people will have seen. Someone said, "What about R.G.A. masks? Is that something you thinking of doing, like a lot of other bands, or?"
here's the thing. We've thought about doing Roxie Guitar Army mask. There was I think it was Sandra or Ollie or
It
who
was
was
Sandra, I
it
think.
that put out that really cool green one that had like an army greenish one. I would like to do one like that. But then my buddy Magnus Walker, who lives in Los Angeles and used to run Serious Clothing, he put up a post earlier today or a couple of days ago that had a red, white, and blue leather mask. And I thought, oh my God, that's perfect. You know? So is the Catman still? He has a story about everything, the Catman, doesn't he? And Vic always just slides it up whenever I'm talking. I guess my stories are
I thought it would
boring
help
the
your
fuck
story
out
to
of
go.
people. Yes. Thank you so much, Bianca. Cheers. To Robby Miller, by the way.
Happy birthday, dude.
Robby Miller, this is for you. This is your birthday. If anyone's if you got something in there, oh, that's a great cup, Scotty. That's a great cup.
Thank you.
Cheers. Prosecco with peach, sort of peach juice in it. It's a poor man's Bellini, and it tastes so good.
Speaking of masks, going back to what you were saying a minute ago, the bit in the Wacken broadcast that I found really funny is when Cheryl comes up behind Coop, and you think she's going to strangle him like she has done every night for 40 years. She then pulls the mask on him, and there's I thought it was quite a funny spin on.
And
They should have done Man Behind the Mask on that.
That's true. That would be a good reboot of Man Behind the Mask. Maybe we should do Man Behind the Mask 2020.
I think he posted something about that.
Yeah.
Or just
It was exciting.
Did he already record it?
No, but I think he put up a post and just tagged it as Man Behind the Mask.
Okay. Yeah, but
So the
in
thought was
true Alice Cooper fashion, if you noticed it, they put the mask on him, but it didn't go over his nose, and so he's still breaking the rules. He's still a rebel.
He's a
rebel.
Couldn't get the mask over the nose. I guess that was the thing.
Nick
That was
wants
the-
T-shirts instead of masks.
All right. We okay. Here's the thing. For those of you that didn't see it because if you're not on the Area 77, I think I just posted that that special design that Gustav Kronfeldt, that does all our lyric videos, he designed this. It was a parody of a Kiss shirt, and maybe I could put them up. I can try and put them up, Vic. If
you mean you would like me to put them up?
Wow.
Sometimes it's just kind of like that mental telepathy. We're like orbs from Minority Report. What are those? The cogs. We're like the cogs.
I feel a bit like me and precogs. They're called
precogs. Yeah. Okay.
I feel a bit like me and Vic are fired after tonight's show because of the amount of shit we've given you.
I do this on a daily basis.
Yeah, he does. It's okay to give me shit. I take it pretty well. There's never any real shit. I mean, but getting back to the designs of the T-shirt designs, we are going to come up with a bunch of new T-shirt designs, and then hopefully have that sort of you can get one of many instead of just one design for the rest of the year. I think we're going to come up with hopefully a bunch of them, but we're trying to find the right. I'm trying to look for the right T-shirt. You know me. I mean, I like to have these big collars, and I just don't want a regular shirt if we're going to do one. So if I can try and find it. If you guys have ideas, man, if you guys have ideas of what you want, please let me know. Victory, if you're out there on the MISSI, SSI, PPI, and you have any ideas that you want to give us about T-shirts, let me know.
In fashion of 2020, you should just do sweatpants.
Sweatpants. That's good, Monty. That's good.
Like I said,
Or a pair of slippers.
the wind's getting kind of bad out here, so I'm going to go inside. I'm fixing to go to bed, so I just want to say hi and have a good
All right.
day.
Okay, cool.
Good seeing you, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Yeah, take care.
Here's a cool experiment. Because for all the non-Americans, because we were growing up, probably from my generation, the whole trick was how fast can you spell Mississippi? And I got pretty fast. I got pretty good. I think that Vic would probably like to compete with me, but I thought we'd throw it over to a little bit of the people that are not from the U.S. Franji, spell Mississippi as fast as you can.
Oh, God. MISSISSIPPI.
That's great, but that wasn't that fast. But Federica, spell Mississippi as fast as you can.
Mississippi.
That's really good. Now, Scotty, you're from Detroit. Show them how it's done.
Oh, jeez. Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll go. I know Pink Sock. We're gonna rev up to you because I know you got it. But this is a little bit more of the pace. Mississippi.
Wow.
Now, Pink Sock, can you do something a little bit faster?
Mississippi.
Ooh, I think you got one letter. I think you got one letter off though.
I did 3 S's.
You should do it MISSIPPI.
Oh my God, double S. You're so Arkansas. All right, and Dave, one last time for you.
MISSIS. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
That's okay. That's all right. I think you guys battled for it at one point.
No, actually, you should try to pronounce a German city. Actually, I remember Tommy or a venue. I remember Tommy and Nita was struggling so hard with Jahrhunderthalle. That was hilarious.
And yeah, there's a bunch of German cities that we've played that I couldn't even begin to pronounce, much less spell. You know. There you go. That was not fun.
One of the things I love about German, especially when you're looking at it visually, is that symbol, which looks like a lowercase b, but it's actually a double S sound. So it's actually pronounced Strasse but it looks like Straub, but it's actually Strasse. And
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting when languages have those little quirks that you don't get. You know.
That's funnier with like Bisto Blanco or Motorhead when they put the dots over the O, because for us it would be Bisto Blanco.
What would Vic's shirt be? Bisto Foto? What would it be?
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah. Huh?
Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Show us your chest, Vic. Come on.
There we go.
He just put it right down. And that was the design. Now, do we have the original design that it was taken from as well?
Oh.
That was actually the T-shirt that we could put it on, but we'll go to the other design. And
1 second.
See, there it is. That was the original design, and then Gustav Kronfeld, who's like amazing at this graphic art stuff. I'm telling you, he came up with this one.
Amazing at copying things.
No. He's amazing at coming up with the original.
I like original work. I think we need to come up with original stuff.
Well, he'll come up with original work. I was the one that told him to copy it.
Yeah, no, I know.
What are you on this week, Vic?
It's the caffeinated Diet Coke.
This is why you need to stay away from it, man.
It's that Coke.
All hopped up on the Diet Coke. You know what? If you were going to get a Coca-Cola endorsement, you'd have to fight Alice Cooper to the death with that one, because he's the king of the Diet Coke. That's basically.
The one time me and him met, I don't drink alcohol, and Kyla kept offering me a beer, and I kept drinking the Diet Coke, and I swear there was a look at one point like, stop drinking all my Diet Coke.
It was definitely a look. Yeah, he goes for Coca-Cola rations, especially because we were doing it on the bus, huh? Because you came back with us at from what show to what show?
It was London. The venue was on one side of the river across town, and everyone was staying like on the other side of the river, way across town. It was like an hour's drive across town. So you guys gave me a lift back to the other side of town so we could go.
There's certain places that you should not have tour buses. One is New York City and the other is London. Yeah, it makes no sense. You could crawl faster to the gig than when we got there.
I think on the way to the gig, because of the areas we were in, and we had to pick up Coop and Cheryl on the way, I think the drive to the venue across town, like we didn't leave town at any point, took 2.5 hours, maybe 3.
Yeah,
to go from 2 hotels to a venue, because we had that clinic, which I think Federica you came to. we had the clinic, and Ryan was like, "So are you bringing your car?" I was like, no. So we got the subway.
Apparently, Marilyn Crucified was there as well.
Yeah,
and
she was.
That's where Federica and Marilyn met, and that's how all this stuff is going to start. I love it. And we're going to continue, like I said, to put out our content. Today is like the rewind is all just about hanging out and having fun, having chats and sort of airing grievances. But it's also to talk about what happened last week, which, Glenn Sobel. If you haven't seen In the Trenches with Glenn Sobel, go check out that episode. Go check out the face filter as well. I did a Free Riff Friday. That was kind of fun that we did. And
you want to talk about who's going to be on it next Tuesday?
And then we hype up next week's In the Trenches and maybe possibly more weeks, because a couple things happened. A couple things been happening behind the scenes. There was this Todd Kearns on the Free Riff Friday. I mentioned I saw someone that said Todd Kearns, and then I didn't really see the appreciation. I just saw Todd Kearns. I'm like, oh, Todd Kearns is in the house. And it was like, no, Todd Kearns is not. I run his sort of UK fan club. And so then somehow they brought up me and Todd together. So Todd and I have been talking about doing each other's podcasts. And so Todd Kearns is a definite maybe for In the Trenches. But we do have some confirmations. Next Tuesday, as you know, if you haven't checked it out yet, Rick Nielsen from the band Cheap Trick, which Scotty Bellacci has the mug to prove it. The mug to prove it. That's a killer coffee mug. How come I don't have that mug?
It's delicious.
Oh my God, I want that coffee mug. Well, anyway, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick will be on In the Trenches. And then the week after, drum roll please. Oh wow, we will have Mr. Vic. Tell him who it is.
Kip Winger.
Kip Winger will be on In the Trenches. How about that? What was that? Didn't seem to be a lot of excitement after that. Somebody, I think Chris Vickery jumped into the Mississippi. Jumped into the MISSI-PPI. Oh, come on. MSSI-PPI. Did you guys do that as kids? Yeah, it's just MSSI-PPI. That's how we used to do it. We used to have contests, man.
Is that a new song?
Could be in today's world.
Mumble rap.
Here's something I'm looking for. This and honestly, a couple of the younger crowds there. This would be the whole bottom row, not the top row. Well, Dave's part of it as well. But I think it's time. Just the way the world is, it's perfect timing. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it's perfect timing for like a 16, 17, 18-year-old band, like not they've been playing for 16, 17, 18 years. That's us. I'm talking about years of age for a band like that to come out with complete fucking attitude and just take over this world right now. I think the timing is right, and I'm looking for that band. And I think there might be a couple bands out there that I've been listening to, but my daughter, she turns me on to, she came over for dinner last night. And honestly, I told you guys on the chat, I said, I just had dinner with my daughter and she turned me on to about 20 bands I'd never, ever heard of. And so it was pretty cool that the youngsters, just the Gen Zs, as they call them. You guys, I mean, Franzi, you're not even a Gen Z, are you? You're more of a millennial, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm somewhat in between. I'm a morph. Like, depending on what you look at, I'm either this or that. I don't know what I am, man. Honestly, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it sounds like what that's pretty much the mantra of the Gen Z. I don't know what I am, man. But don't you think, Franzi, that it's time for a band right now to come out with the attitude of a Nirvana, of an early
GNR? What happened to those
GNR?
guys that you met in? I think they were in St. Louis or something.
Dude, okay, they're killing it right now. And honestly, they're one of my bands that I got my eyes on. They're called Bleach. They're from St. Louis. But you know what? You know what their platform is that they're killing it on? They have 70,000 followers right now. Is TikTok.
Oh.
TikTok.
And now it's banned.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Serious?
Did they ban it?
They're
So
banning
I think
it because it's
No, they're
got some
talking
sort
about
of-
it, but did they actually do it?
Oh,
Our president's working on it over in the
think so.
United States.
Oh my God, that's such a.
I'm
He
going
wants
to
it gone.
ban it. It's going to be gone.
It's gone.
You're doing a good impression there.
The TikToks gotta go.
Tremendous. We need some more long words.
It's huge.
I reckon he just can't be bothered starting a new profile and racking up all the followers again. So to level the playing field, he's just going to ban the whole platform rather than do the work.
No,
except for Twitter.
No, he's already got Twitter down. He doesn't want to have to start a new thing.
Look at we have like impersonations going on today. Fucking Michael's on fire. Vix is ringing them out. He's doing zingers.
Spelling bees.
Yeah, I love it. We got spelling bees. Wow, the rewind. You never know what's going to happen.
Mike Fasano just sent me a text. He said he's in practice. So
okay, no worries. You come on again sometime, buddy. You know, he's family. The thing is, though, I think that the president was a little miffed at TikTok because they were the ones. There was allegedly a bunch of TikTokers were the ones that I guess they reserved tickets for that big rally that ended up not really happening, and they thought there was going to be like 1 million people there or something like that. But that was done from some underground TikTok organization. But the real reason is, Dave, and honestly, because I spend when I leave this chat room, I usually go on to the dark web, like I tell you, and read up on all these weird ass stories and stuff. I go deep into the Joe Rogan, I guess it would be called the intellectual dark web of conspiracy theories. But the real reason is that apparently China and
China. You're saying it wrong. It's China.
All right. The people that brought you the virus.
Wow.
The thing is, apparently, TikTok is owned by the government, partly owned or had sort of some sort of affiliation. So it has a lot to do with the data, but it kind of works with the narrative of Trump to sort of shut it down because it did kind of, put a little bit of salt and, a little bit of piss on his parade, I guess, in a way, what happened. So, like I said, what did we say before we started the show? The last thing we'll do is get political.
Let's not mention him. That was.
And then Pink Sock comes on and does this amazing impersonation.
I'm sorry.
You won't hear him say that, though.
No, you will never hear those words.
I apologize.
You guys know Metal Trump? There's somebody who puts together like metal songs of sort of Trump speeches and puts them on YouTube.
I saw a Megadeth one.
Wow, I need that link. Yeah. I need that link.
There's tons. He did like I think Bohemian Rhapsody, Run to the he did so many songs.
And is it like those mashups that they do, or is it just him doing speeches with metal songs over it? I guess we got to check it out.
It's clips.
Vic, can you run a clip of that right now, Vic?
Sure. Let's see.
Dude, can we not get Kinga in? How do we do? There it is, Rick. Yeah. Listen, next Tuesday. There she is. Kinga's in the house. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you guys?
Hey, what's going down?
Good.
So Kinga, you're coming on. You're coming to the Swedish show when we play. You're coming from Poland, right?
Yeah.
And I've already given this sort of disclaimer that the club that we're playing, get this, folks, I'm playing an acoustic show in 2 weeks, so you'll be able to hear about that, and hopefully this time we will live stream it. But they've given me this provision in the contract that they can cancel the contract within 2 days if it's going to be bad weather. So within 48 hours, if they know. So what the thing is, like, how do you know in 48 hours if it's going to be bad weather?
How do Swedish people define bad weather? That's the more burning question right now.
Good question. Good question. I guess radar. I guess it would be radar, wouldn't it? I mean, there's something going on. My buddy that lives he lives in the most fucked part of Florida right now. I guess they're bracing for another hurricane right now. Is that what's happening? Wow.
Yeah, it's coming up the coast.
Nothing but good news here on the Rewind, man. Come on, what do you say?
Happy Sunday.
I came on today with the mindset of let's be positive, let's have a really positive show, and it's
great.
This is some of the best Prosecco I've had all day. So that's how positive I am.
This show is going just like 2020. That's
Dude, there's so many of those. Like, have you seen those things that are like if 2020 was a guitar neck and it shows some guy with his hands all
yeah. If 2020 was a chord.
I'm gonna have to post one for the because I don't know if you saw the one that said if 2020 was a loadout and it just had all these rogue cases were just like strewn everywhere out of this truck. I'll post that one up later after we get done with this thing.
Should we all pull a hideous face and put like if 2020 was a show and everybody just sort of like
Yeah.
It's down to a tropical storm. Well, there you go, Heather. And you know what? Heather is in Florida right now. Heather Boma. She is definitely one of the Roxie Guitar Army strong, and she is stay strong down in Florida. Please do. And fuck, man, it's I'm trying to stay real positive in this world. That's what we're trying to do here. Whatever show it is we do, whether we're doing the rewind or whether we're doing in the trenches or whether we're doing free riff riders or whatever, or maybe even Sunday Livestream Sundays if it comes back again, season 2. Just keep it positive. At the end of the day, we can bitch and moan, but at the end of the day, keep things positive because there's so much crap out there. We can at least be happy in here. This is our happy place, isn't it? Pink sock. When you think of happiness, think of pink sock. Make sure you Google that.
we need to get all of you guys on the show eventually.
Why not?
Yeah.
You need to be on my pink sock. I mean, shit.
Oh man, dude, do not Google it. Well, or Google it, whatever you want.
Hey, we should have a show on here, Roxy, me and you, the Blue Waffle Podcast.
No, we're not going down that route again. We're not.
And in all seriousness, please do not Google what he just said. Ever.
No, actually, you will get a syrup that is blue for waffles. That is legit.
Nah.
No one's buying that.
No.
I'm against them removing the Aunt Jemima lady from the syrup bottle because I always and I think Mrs. Butterworth's is gone too. And this is one thing that 2020 has ruined all of our sort of syrup products. But did you guys hear that's a thing?
Yeah.
Like Aunt Jemima is no longer. All right.
Did you also hear that Mike Tyson's coming out with syrup?
Some syrup.
Wow. Now Vic's even trash talking Mike Tyson. Amazing.
Come on, Mike. Come on.
You got balls, dude. Trash talk fucking Mike Tyson.
He's going to be pissed.
Mike Tyson has a new fight coming out.
Yeah, he's doing a comeback. He's doing a comeback fight.
Yeah,
they're just gonna hit each other with their walkers.
He'll eat us for lunch. He'll just like go wham. There's my warm up. There's my left hand warm up. There's my right hand warm up. See you later.
Now let my pet tiger finish you off.
He's really small in real life. He's a small guy in real life.
Oh, make sure you say that to him.
Don't say that out loud.
I didn't say shit to him. I didn't make eye contact.
I've never heard at any sort of heavyweight bout. For one, he's in heavyweight. You're not small if you're heavyweight, but no one's ever introduced him as, oh, would you please welcome Tiny Mike Tyson.
Tiny Tyson.
Tiny Tyson.
No,
wow.
Dude.
He will kick your ass to end the night tonight.
I did see the post. There was a post that saying he was having a yard sale.
It's not Mike Tyson related, but I saw this meme. It shows Sean Connery touching a shelf, and it says, "When I think about you, I touch my shelf." When I think about you, I touch my shelf.
Okay, let's do a little because this is a hybrid of everything. It's actually nothing really, but it's a hybrid of everything. that song, can you guys name the band? I know
Divinyls.
the band.
Divinyls.
Okay.
Yeah, Divinyls.
That was
I have
my
it.
question. That wasn't my question. Can you?
What was the band? That wasn't my question.
Yeah.
So you're immediately disqualified, Dave, for answering
Okay.
anymore. So no. So can anyone tell me where that band is from?
Yeah. But I'm disqualified, so.
No. Franzi would know. She's from Germany, so it's obviously not Germany. So there you go. You have a couple other countries to choose from.
Were they from Sweden?
Nope. The Divinyls. There it is.
The Vinyls.
And, okay, so we'll give
Well, this
Dave
is
one
good
more
show,
chance.
Roxy.
Where's the band from?
From Australia.
Yes, they are. They're from Australia. Kitty Oates is probably screaming right now. They're from Australia.
This has been a really good episode of Music Cribia.
It has.
Sadly, she's the singer, Chrissy Amphlett. She passed on a couple of years back.
Oh wow!
And it was such a shame because I think she never really got her due. Because even if you delve past that one song into some of the other stuff they did some incredible stuff.
Dave, you're acting like you're a fan. You're not a fan. I'm a fan. All right. I'm a huge fan. One of my top 5 favorite albums. I'm telling you right now. Cheap Trick, the album that you were showing. Who has Cheap Trick? That's one of my top 5 albums. Someone has it. Someone has it right there.
Vic has it. He'll pop it up.
Right. So that's one of my top 5 albums. Pills, Thrills, and Belly Aches by the Happy Mondays. That's another one of my top 5 albums. But one of my top 5 albums, debut from the Divinyls, called Desperate. Their hit song off that album was called Boys in Town. I'm telling you right now, there's no Christine Amphlett, there would be no Garbage. Right, Dave?
Yeah, I actually agree. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Wouldn't you agree, Scotty? Because you're a vinyl buff. And
they're totally like a precursor to Shirley Manson and Garbage, for sure.
No doubt, right?
Yeah.
Scotty, this is where you need to come in with your vinyl show, dude. You really need to put that out, dude, because honestly, you could talk. I think your show, Scotty, would be breaking down Alice Cooper records because you got an Alice Cooper
I could do that
base right here, and you just dive into a certain album like Zipper Catches Skin, because that would actually excite Pink Sock over there.
Right.
Zipper Catches Skin.
It
would be cool.
It hurts.
Scotty,
I could teach Alice Cooper 101 and 102.
Yeah. You could do it.
You could start with Pretty's For You and work all the way through to present day. That'd take us a whole year of weekly shows.
Easily.
We're prepared for wave 2 and 3 and 4 of lockdown.
Right.
Have you guys
Exactly.
have you guys ever taken like a band that's considered a one-hit wonder and just dove into their discography? Most of them have really good songs.
Oh, no doubt.
That shouldn't be the hit.
Huh.
It's
Name
funny.
one.
Like I always
Men Without Hats was a good one, and so was Flock of Seagulls. They both had some.
But Flock of Seagulls, man, they were all over the MTV when I was growing up. I mean, that haircut, man.
I got
launched
to
a
touch that
1,000
guy's
videos.
hair one night.
What?
I touched his spiky hair one night.
You're such a fanboy, Vic. Look at you. Why don't you have Flock of Seagulls photo on shirt on today?
I'll wear it. I'll wear it on Tuesday.
They're still a
Dare
band,
you.
but they don't have the hair anymore, so it's kind of
They got some good songs.
What is a band without hair, right?
Judas Priest.
Everybody's a comedian. I love it. All right. Fuck, man. Well,
Kitty Oates wants to know when Glenn Sobel's coming on again.
part 2. Well, yeah, she did.
She
She
was
did
excited
live for
about
that
that.
episode. We got him on. Hey, Jade, I see you on there backstage. What are you doing, dude? Get on in. I see you. Peace. What's up? You're on.
Hi.
How you
Hi.
doing, darling? Nice to see you.
Good.
Join in.
Nice to
Join in. Have some fun. You know, we're just hanging out, shooting the shit on a Sunday. It's nice.
What's
cut your
what's
hair
y'all been up to? Oh yeah, I cut it. Put some red in it.
Nice. Apparently, the Ryan Roxie guitar quiz face filter makes your hair red, according to Federica. It actually gives you a red
Yay.
tint to your hair. Is it true?
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious. Okay.
Well, actually, it happened at the beginning, at the very first time. Then it didn't happen anymore. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it was my cell phone that I don't know. I found my hair all red, and I don't like red on my hair at all. So I say, oh no.
Did you film this in your kitchen?
Oh, red's a good color.
I was about to add one stuff to my red list. I'm thinking about boots. It could be cowboy boots. It could be a nice stuff. No?
Red cowboy boots?
If you already have hair, what happens?
What did you say, Pink? Pink. I love just abbreviating you to Pink. We got Pink on the show right now. Here we are.
with a right side up eye, not an upside down eye. I'm the other Pink.
I think you might have a little less hair on your face than the original Pink.
a little. So if you do the face filter, does it? If you're already a redhead like Scotty, does it make it darker? Like what happens?
All I noticed is it took like a decade off of my face.
That was a bonus. That was a bonus to get the complete like dermabrasion version of yourself. You know, if you want to see yourself with like a fucking
I look like I slept 12 hours last
night. Does it remove the hair so much if you have a beard on it? Because it's so okay. Keeps it there. Huh? Wow. If you haven't tried it out, go check it out. Hey Jade, did you try out the new face filter?
Mm-hmm.
What guitar were you?
It was a cool filter.
Thank you.
It
it is a cool filter. Don't speak so past present. You know what?
It was so good.
It's like that was so like Thursday. No, this is thing. We got to make this thing glass, dude. We have to like look. It's us. It's all of us right here. Our small group in the chat. Thank you so much, by the way, for hanging out, and for you guys on the screen. It's only up to us. We're like Star Wars. We're the Resistance. We're the only people that can make this filter big outside of what we are right now. So let's go out there. Come on, team. Let's go. Fight. Oh, there you go, Norma.
Hyping everyone up.
I'm trying to. That's all I'm doing. Did you put me in the middle on purpose, Vic, or is that like just something that happened?
No,
you're always in the middle.
We'll do that.
Thank you very much, guys. But unfortunately, you know what, guys? Without even knowing, without even trying, we've been on for a fucking hour and a half.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Other shows that do that sort of thing for 3 hours.
Yeah, we should just go for 4 hours. Might as well do 4 hours.
4 hours. There you go.
There's been podcasts that have gone on, done their thing, released it out to the web, and then figured that no one's ever going to watch this. We're going to cancel. We're never going to do another one again. There's been careers of podcasts that have happened during the time we've been doing it right now. So
during this episode. Yeah.
During this episode, Jade, you look awesome with those glasses. They look a little bit Swedish. It's the Swedish colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Yep. Blue and green.
All right, blue and green. That's not we're like blue and yellow. You know what? Bianca and I, we actually did one of those paddle boats this weekend. You know those boats that you see around that you have the paddles on? Have you ever done one of those?
Yeah, like the one you foot paddle?
Years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And you always go, what kind of assholes do those? Yep, we were those guys. No, because they're always tourists who do it.
I had to screenshot it.
So sexy.
I had to screenshot it because I knew it'd come up.
Is that available? Is that available on your OnlyFans, Ryan?
Yeah, that's my OnlyFans. You can tell how much I've been working out. They call it Quarantine 15. That's what it is. But you know what? The thing is, I do work out every single day. I try to every single morning. I do my. There you go.
That body is brought to you by Taco Bell.
No, dude.
By the bell.
I was like, I'm not going to work out this time. I'm not going to work out today. I'm just going to go, take a walk with B. We're going to walk around the city, and it'll be fun. I ended up working my ass off on those damn paddle boats. It was like when we were done, and you go so slow. It's like you're going, and your boat's going, and people like are passing you like on
foot, like on the riverbank.
Jesus just walking by.
yeah.
The old man with the walker.
Yeah.
So what's everyone got coming up this week then? Because we talked about last week.
Funny.
Rick, that's this week, baby. Right now, you guys got to go out there and help us get all of Cheap Trick Nation, all of anyone that, because you know what? Here's the deal. Cheap Trick, I thought about it. They're part of our sort of history. They're so much part of our American history that we don't even know about it. And this is what I'm going to, because I've been thinking about how to frame the interview, Vic. And maybe we should be doing this when we're not actually on the air, just talking about it. But why not? Looks like you guys are all family. Yeah. You guys are all going to hear about it. I'm thinking about, like, just going over the amazing achievements that Cheap Trick has given us. Dude, the theme song for that 70s show, that's Cheap Trick. The music just got into the Smithsonian, right? They just put their music in for everlasting.
Is it at the Library of Congress?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Library of Congress just got it. But probably their biggest crowning achievement, they are hyped up forever. Forever will be hyped up by Damone,
of course,
in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I got to talk about that. You know,
the
kid
police.
stuff. What about the tunes?
I want you to want me.
The Dream Police. Da 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 da. Awesome, dude. So I'm gonna ask Rick. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe Rick doesn't show up, and then we just go, okay. Well, we're gonna have to come up with a quick. Does anyone know anybody from Rockford, Illinois, that we can get on the show?
No, we just get Scotty on to talk about Cheap Trick.
Right. There we go.
They're our backup. There you go. All right. So yeah, someone had to mute Jade. I think Jade didn't have her earplugs in.
I got background noise.
All right. Well.
So, if out of this whole pandemic we don't get a Weird Al song, My Corona, I'm going to be upset.
Apparently, he's refused. That came up. He's refused to do it.
Right.
Really?
Someone brought it up to him like way back at the start, like 2 months ago, and he refused to do it. He said it's just like there are some things that just aren't worth joking about.
I think it's
and the death of 45,000 people is probably one of them.
He doesn't want my Corona. If it was your Corona, if you were the one smelling the glove, if you were the one smelling the glove, that would be different. But you forced them to, yeah.
So what is
For
the
those of you
difference?
that don't know what I'm talking about?
So Roxy, what's the difference between mini golf?
That was a good time for
and regular golf.
Pink, what? Are you serious? Mini golf and regular golf? You must.
No, Spinal Tap.
Oh yes. Okay. I didn't hear that line though. That must be probably in the director's cut.
No, it was mentioned in the background during the Black Album part. They're like, "What is the difference between mini golf and regular golf?"
Dude, that's going deep into the references because I never heard that line. Scotty, you've watched it a million times. Have you ever heard that line?
I remember it, but it's not one that just comes to mind when I think of Spinal Tap.
That is going to be homework, actually, when the official System 12 guitar method comes out. Part of one of your homework assignments that I give you as starting a guitar and sort of starting your guitar journey is that you have to watch a complete sitting of This Is Spinal Tap.
And
I'm asking you right now, be honest. Have you everyone here, because I know that Franzi, Kinga, Belen, Federica, even Dave, well, I know Dave's watched it, but have you guys watched at one sitting a complete version of This Is Spinal Tap? Franzi, have you watched it all?
I have, but it's been forever. Like, I was maybe 12 or something, so it's been a while.
It's going to be homework. Kinga, have you watched This Is Spinal Tap yet?
No.
Okay, there you go, Belen. Yep, Belen. All you have to do is bend your head down and let us see your part. If it's a yes. Have you seen This Is Spinal Tap yet?
Okay, she is. Okay. You know what the cool thing about Belen is right now? Because of her Wi-Fi connection, if I said we had as a guest on our show 1990s Alanis Morissette, you guys would all believe me. There she is. We have 1990s Alanis Morissette on the show
That's
today.
your plan B for Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hansi, you ought to know.
You don't know.
Isn't it ironic?
You can just bring me. You can just bring me on and claim that I'm the singer from Coheed and Cambria.
There you go.
True. You could be a lot of them, though, dude. You could also be who is the dude? Baby, everyone who plays bass like this, way upstairs. I don't know. Who is that, Vic? You don't have a
idea.
You don't have a photo shirt of them?
You mean that guy? Is that who it was?
Vic, put a clip of that band up, please. I want to hear it.
Let me Google
It's that guy. Ski bop bop.
It's a spin doctor. It was the spin doctors.
It was the spin doctors. You could be the spin doctors, dude, man. Or you could be the guy if you got yourself one of my hats. You could be the guy that round here.
Counting crows.
Yeah.
Yes, Adam Duritz. Yeah.
You're every dude. We got the '90s on the bottom row right now.
I was also told when I picked my hair out, I just look like Bob Ross.
Now we're just going to paint this picture of a pink sock. It's a lovely pink sock.
It's a nice little pink sock. He's my little friend, my little pink sock friend.
All right, shut her down, or you guys ain't gonna have nowhere to go on Tuesday. And I need you guys to come on Tuesday. I need you guys to all like sort of put the word out to people that don't know about the Roxie Guitar Army, about our Tuesday podcast with Rick Nielsen and all the things that we're doing over here. Invite people over. Would Vic would be Peter Frampton? That's good. That's pretty good. You know what?
I want to be David Byrne.
Really, that guy? That David Byrne? Yeah.
Same as it ever
You
was.
might find yourself.
Giant jacket.
Dave could almost be Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I used to get that a lot.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a good director, right?
Yeah.
Well, then
Although he's now thinner than I am, so not that I'm bitter.
No.
I'm a little bitter.
He had a heart attack, and he got real skinny. He now does this donation thing where he's like, everybody have a heart on, and he has a little heart on his shirt.
So when you say like a donation thing, is it like a charity?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's cool.
I meant a charity.
Well, honestly, folks, I want to thank you guys for coming down and honestly giving us our $5 record budgets so we can all make a record today. That was from the brewer did that.
I think it was.
Today. Yeah, so thanks for that. And yeah, it's going to be Tuesday. And anything else coming up, Vic? Well, obviously we did unleash the bombshell of the great. Is it? Should I say the great?
Kip Winger.
Kip Winger.
The
How am I going to?
Every girl
is it amazing, great? Should I use those words, or should I just bring on Kane Roberts so that they can sit there and fucking joust?
Duke it out.
Yeah. I want to see them joust. Yeah,
I've just got this image of Ryan with the cue cards like Jerry Springer, like so on today's show.
Kip Winger, it's not your baby. That was the Spin Doctors. And playing the bass really high.
I thought that was the guy from Scooby Doo.
That's what I was thinking.
Looks like it.
Like Scoob.
It's been a pleasure having you, Alanis Morissette. Thank you for coming on. It's been great. And actually, this is a really deep reference, but Kinga could be the singer of Curve, Tony Holiday, if she really wanted to be. Right, Scotty? You know what I'm talking about. Yep. See, there you go. See, I'm riffing these early '90s riffs.
but now Francie would be left out, so I'm going to go Siobhan Fahey from Shakespeare's Sister.
Wow, that's a reference.
That's deep.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Cool.
Early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And playing the part of Federica, we got Federica. Right?
Irreplaceable.
Playing the part of Scotty, we have Seth Green.
Seth Green, yeah.
I usually get Simon Pegg, but I'll take Seth Green.
The one I get most is Bam Margera from Jackass.
Like then or now? That could be an insult.
Bit of both. Bit of both.
How come no one?
Have you
ahead.
noticed that Mike could be Mike Portnoy from
Mike
the
Dream Theater?
Yeah.
Or Michael? Or are you talking about Mike? This Michael or Mike Fasano?
Mike.
Okay.
Our
Pink
Mike.
Pink
How come everyone's like? Is everybody just uncomfortable referring to Vic as Tintin? Nobody wants to say. No one wants to say Tintin. No one really wants to.
But I appreciate you bringing that up.
Was Tintin the kid or was it the dog?
That's me. That could be me right now, dude. I'm the mom. Whatever you are is the place to be.
Where is Brad Pitt? Where is Brad Pitt?
Where's Brad Pitt?
Yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Right there.
There he is.
Yeah, there it is.
Happy birthday.
There it is. Happy birthday, Robbie. Thanks for not showing up and pulling a full on. You weren't pulling a Woody Allen. That would be a weird one. Wait a second. That's who Scotty is. He's the comedian. You know, the guy.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Oh,
that comedian.
He's that comedian. Oh, Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
No.
And then, see, nobody wants to be
I'll
that.
take Bill Burr, but I will not take Louis C.K.
Don't answer the phone. Don't from this guy.
Scotty, with the hat off, I get Ricky Gervais a lot. So, so the comedian thing.
Did you really
watch the first series of The Office when he had a bit more? When there was a bit more of him, I get that all the time. I mean,
Ricky Gervais is an older dude. You're a young kid. You're a kid.
Thank you.
Good as comedians, Robbie could be Jack Whitehall, actually.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, next week we'll have a whole new round of references because that's what we do here on the Rewind. But thank you for watching. And I don't know if anybody else is actually watching this besides us on the screen. It's like a big Zoom conference at this point. It's been great, but it will be up for everybody to avoid in the next coming week. But guess what? You will not avoid. You will not avoid next Tuesday's live stream of In the Trenches. Thank you, Federica, for putting the word out there. And also, there it is, Rick Nielsen. Thank all you guys on the team for putting the work in, and thank you everybody in the chat for hanging out with us this last almost 2 hours now. God damn, that goes quickly, doesn't it?
And Saturday, Pink Sock.
And you can't get that time back.
No, you can't. Those are 2 hours you never see again. But you know what?
Staying positive.
Yeah.
I've got one hand in my pocket.
And he's playing pool.
Good luck with the new time slot, Pink Sock. I'm glad we got the exclusive here.
This week still live Saturday, but we will announce in the next coming weeks when we will be changing.
All right, please let us know. We'll be back. We will be back with the Rewind whenever we feel like it, because we sometimes I don't know if the internet can handle this long a show every week. I really don't think I can.
It does 7 days a week.
But it is fun, man. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. And until wait, hold on. Now I gotta give us our
Are
outro.
we all getting the hook?
Everybody, no. We'll see you. Again, remember, wherever you are is the place to be. And you've been watching the Roxie Rewind. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.